Hello, I want to start a section about queen endgames and I want to remind you about the rules. The rules in every endgame are the same. No matter it is queen endgames or rook endgames, in every endgame we must have an active pieces, an active queen and an active king. And if we have a passing pawn, it is a very big advantage for us. Now I want to show you one of my favorite positions in the queen's endgames. This game was played by Alokhin. For white played Alokhin and for black Marozi played. And here white's turn and Alokhin chose to check and then to win this pawn. I can say that fortunately this move was wrong. Why fortunately? Because I am pretty sure that many generations grow up with this position, analyzing this position. Many generations learn how to play queen endgames, analyzing this position. After queen c8, black played king g7 and queen b7. Black checked here. White played king g3 and great move d4, sacrificing another pawn, and we can see that white has 3 extra pawns, but due to this active queen, black can save the position and not to lose. They found endless checks: queen d2, queen c1, queen f4. It's an eternal check. If white plays here g3, they can continue checking along these rows. After d4, of course, white forced to take, because if they did not take, if they prefer to play, for example, queen e4, black will take and they will have a very powerful passing pawn and they can promote their pawn into a queen. They were forced to take this pawn, and after that we saw that black could make a draw with these eternal checks. What is the right move here in this position? Every time I say that we must have an active pieces, we must centralize our pieces and make our opponent pieces passive. So after queen d4, if they take, of course, this trade in favor of white, because after he takes d4, white has an extra pawn, they have an active king, they can create a passing pawn after a4 before they can come closer with their king, and of course this position is winning for white. So after queen d4, if black rejects this trade, if they check, for example, from c2, white's king can escape from these checks and black's queen forced to be a passive queen. They can play queen c6, for example, to try to protect this pawn, and we can see the difference between these queens. And of course white can play a4, then a5, then b4, then to create a passing pawn, and of course this position with this active queen with a passing pawn, of course that position will be winning for white.